Hello, Gary.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. You?
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
Good victory last night against Fram.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? We had to win to stay in the title race, but we know we're still 6 points behind FO, and we have to beat them when we play them. And also we've got Stjarnan on Sunday, so we have to win every game. So in another half-time, Rooney gave us a bit of a pacing. Do you know what I mean? He told us how it was, and Peter as well. So and then Peter never normally opens his mouth like he did yesterday, and it was a big wake-up call at half-time, and we managed to get the 3 points, so it's good. And
2 victories after the cup final, it's important to keep it going.
Of course, do you know what I mean? They weren't great performances though, but do you know what I mean? It's all about points. You don't have to play well. I don't think FO played that well against Viking Reykjavik, but they won the game. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's all about in football, picking up the points. So as long as we keep winning, I think we'll have a chance.
You talked about the game against Stjarnan. Next Sunday, it's going to be a huge game.
Yeah, it's a massive game. You know what I mean? I don't think we can afford to draw. Do you know what I mean? I don't think they can really afford to draw either. So FO will be praying for a draw, I think, or even for us to win. Do you know what I mean? So we have to win it though. We know ourselves we can't afford to lose any other game in the league. But Sunday, it's a huge game.
10 days since you won the cup. Can you describe the feeling of winning it?
Yeah, it's sunk in now. Do you know what I mean? It's always nice to win a trophy, but it's what it's all about. At the end of the season, you've got to look and see what you've got in your trophy cabinet. If we don't win the league, you know, we've still won something. And it's the quickest way to win a title. I think Cowell's record over the years is awesome in the cup. We always said when we played Fjolnir in the second round after we beat FO, right, we're 4 games away. Do you know what I mean? It's all it is. It's 4 games after you win the first round, and we got Pepsi teams. You know what I mean? 2012 when we won it, they had 5 Pepsi teams as well. So if you get a draw like that, I think you deserve to win it. I mean, if you beat 5 Pepsi teams, you deserve to win it. And obviously, FO in the first round wasn't the greatest draw. We didn't want that, but no, we were happy to win it. And now we've got to focus on the league. Now that's a priority at the start of the season is the league, and it's always difficult to win it 2 years in a row. Do you know what I mean? I think you see FO, they won it, and then last year I think teams really wanted to beat them because they were champions. It's the same as this year. Bala, first game of the season, they were unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? They stopped us playing, and then in the next game I think they drew or they lost to Keflavik or something like crazy like this. You know what I mean? So you got to realise when you play for Cowell, it's never easy. But I think FO are top of the league because they deserve to be top of the league. They've only conceded 11 goals, which is phenomenal. Do you know what I mean? So, but like I said, there's still 6 games to go, so we'll keep trying to win.
You're 6 points behind FO, but you may be 6 points behind them because you had a sloppy start.
Yeah, I think the first 3 games we lost, out the 10 games, were all on fake grass, which killed us. You know what I mean? I think FO haven't beaten on grass since 2011. I think we beat them in 2012, both times on grass. 2013, both times on grass. Beat them in the cup on grass. So they beat us on the fake grass. But do you know what I mean? That's not an excuse. Do you know what I mean? We can't use that as an excuse that we lost the league because we played on fake grass. Do you know what I mean? We've got to hold our hands up and say, well, it was the same for both teams. So. But like I say, we beat FO in the cup on grass, and then we destroyed Valor on grass at their stadium. So I know you can't say that, but we are where we are because of the way we played. At the end of the day, we lost to 4, 2-0 away from home. I don't think FO or Stjarnan they'll go to 4 and lose because that's just the way it is. Champions, you shouldn't really lose to teams like 4, but you've got to take it on the chin, and hopefully we're still in it. Kind of. If we can beat FO and Stjarnan, you never know.
And obviously, you played on artificial turf in Laugardal. It's a poor artificial.
Yeah, it's not great. Stjarnan's is unbelievable. Do you know what I mean? We had no complaints when we played Breidablik there. We managed to win the game. Also, we lost to Stjarnan in the league at their place, but for the first 3 minutes we controlled the game. But Laugardal, I felt a bit embarrassed because us and FO were stood side by side watching 4 against, I think it was Fram. Do you know what I mean? We're stood there waiting to come on the pitch. I think it was a bit embarrassing for the league. It was like an under-7s tournament. I didn't really think it was fair. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they should have moved it one day. But when you've got the 2 biggest teams nice and stood talking to each other, waiting to go on to warm up, it was a bit. It wasn't great. You know what I mean? And it takes a bit away your mentality towards the game, and like it was a pre-season game. But like I say, when you go on the pitch, there's no excuses. FO beat us, and they deserve to win the game.
You've been in Cowell for 2 years now. How have you enjoyed it so far?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I'm starting to get settled in now. I loved it. When I first came, I was always smiling and joking around with Atlee. But do you know what I mean? You have to be professional. Do you know what I mean? It's a professional club. You've got Ronan and Peter, who are fantastic coaches. The training sessions and everything about them, they just ooze class between them. Do you know what I mean? They're great to work with every day. But yeah, I'm getting settled in now, and like I say, it's the best place to be in Iceland.
Yeah, you talk about Runa and also about Peter.
Yeah.
He was obviously a great centre forward. Does he give you some good tips?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I wish I'd listened to him from the start. Do you know what I mean? But when I first came to Cower, I was on the wing in Acrones. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's took away a bit of my deadliness in the box. You know what I mean? I'm not a box player like I used to be. I used to score goals all the time for Acrones. You know what I mean? But I got put on the wing, but that's helped me. Do you know what I mean? It's made me more creative as a player, and it's developed my game. But I think it's took away that bit of power I had in the box, in and around the box, and maybe a few goals. But of course, Peter's been there and done it. Do you know what I mean? He teaches you little things, and I think you see it with Carton Henry. Yeah. He always gets a goal. You seen him last night. He didn't do much, bang, goal just from a set play. He's an unbelievable goal scorer, and I think Peter was as well. Do you know what I mean? So, of course, I think Emil Atlason as well. He could be fantastic. Peter likes him. He has great attributes. He just needs to get his body ready, and I think he could do great things for Iceland as well. But Peter and Runa, they're great. Do you know what I mean? They've done it. They've been abroad, and so to have them teaching you every day is fantastic.
You talk about your game, 6 goals in the league now, but when we talked about it the other night when we met, you were talking about there's something more about your game now than just goals.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? I've 18 games in the league and cup. I think it's 8 goals and 11 assists. Do you know what I mean? 11 assists is fantastic I'm down the middle. Do you know what I mean? I'm a striker. You see last night, Runa trusts me to take a free kick. She thinks my delivery's good enough to put the balls in. So do you know what I mean? 11 assists in 18 starts is awesome in the league and cup, I think. For a striker, do you know what I mean? But obviously I need to get a few more goals. That's the aim as a striker. You judge on your goals, I think. Unless you're not known as an out and out number 9 like Carton Henry. He might not have no assists, but he'll have 10-12 goals. Do you know what I mean? He's a phenomenal goal scorer. Well, Oscar's different, do you know what I mean? But I think when Carton Henry plays, it helps me a lot more. I can go and get the ball, I can drift, because you know he's always going to be in the box. I think in 2013 when we won the league, I had to always be in the box, and Bruno and Peter always wanted me to stay up front. They didn't want me coming down and get the ball because there was no one in the box. So, like I said, on the wing when I played in Accra, it's helped me develop my game and make me a better footballer. Do you know what I mean? But I need to add a few more goals. I think 10 goals is good in the league. If you can get 10 every season, it's good. 1 and 2 is how I see myself as a striker. I think I'm a 1 and 2. But like I said, I've just got to keep plugging away and keep working hard.
Do you think your game has matured over the last few years?
Yeah, I think everyone knows that. Do you know what I mean? I think everyone can see I'm a different class of a player than I was when I first came to Acrones. I had a little bit of glimpses when I was at Acrones, but now I'm more like consistent. I think if I have a bad game, then next game I won't be bad. I'll be solid again. Where I could have 2 or 3 bad games when I first came to Cower. Do you know what I mean? But I think as a player now I've developed and I'm consistent. And I always put a decent performance in. Sometimes it's always hard. Do you know what I mean? To play well every game, it's impossible unless you're phenomenal. You know, Messi, Ronaldo, people like this. But do you know what I mean? Just because you score a goal doesn't mean you have a great game. Against Filney I scored, but I wasn't great. Do you know what I mean? I was okay. Last night I didn't score, but I was better than I was against Filney. Do you know what I mean? Goals don't mean everything. As a player, do you know what I mean? If you score, sometimes you don't play well, but everyone thinks, oh, he scored, so it saved himself. But do you know what I mean? If you play well, that's what catches people's eyes. Do you know what I mean? It's not all about the goals. But like I say, I need to add more goals, but I think I've improved a lot since I've joined Cower.
And is it your aim to take on a new challenge after the season if it comes up?
Of course, you know what I mean? If it comes up, I'll be really interested in going. My plan was always to leave when I joined Cower. I signed 3.5 years. It was to try and do well, so maybe I could leave after this season. Do you know what I mean? There's interest you hear of teams, but until it's on the table and writing, you're a Cower player, and my focus is on Cower. Do you know what I mean? I always want to put on the shirt. I want to start every game. I want to do my best for the club. Do you know what I mean? They give me the opportunity when they took me from Acrones. I've won trophies. You know what I mean? I owe a lot to the club. But yeah, of course, you always want to improve and see how far you can go. It's just a lot about luck, I think, in football. Football is a lot about luck. If someone sees you when you're playing well, then they might take a chance on you. But like I said, I've got a contract for next year, and my contract runs out in 2015. I spoke to Cower and they want me to extend it, but I'm going to wait. Do you know what I mean? I want to see what comes after the season. If I can continue to play well at the end of the season, you never know.
So you wouldn't be sad or to be here another year?
Do you know what I mean? Of course, that's why I signed 3.5 years. My aim was, if someone wants me, they'll buy me. Do you know what I mean? It shows a lot more if a club buys you. Do you know what I mean? It shows you they really want you. Instead of when you go on a free transfer, some teams might just say, oh, well, he's free, let's take him. And you could be fourth choice. Do you know what I mean? You might not be their first option. But if a team buys you, then you know they're putting a lot of faith in you. That's how I see it. I don't want to just go to any team. I want to go to a team that's watch me and they want me and they're willing to buy me. That's just football. If you're a free transfer, there could be a lot of teams that want you, but they might not see you as number one. But like Cower, they bought me, and I've started nearly every game. I've only been on the bench once by tactics, and that was against Valo at the start of the season. I think it's 50 Pepsi games. So, do you know what I mean? Runa showed a lot of faith in me, and that's what I'd want if I got an offer from abroad. But I've just got to get my head on, focused on Cower, and do you know what I mean? I've just got to keep playing well and see what happens.
Thanks a lot, Barry.
No problem.
Og við komum aftur eftir slétta viku. Við byrjumst afsökunar því að það var engin text á þessu viðtali, en það verður að hafa það. Við sjáumst aftur eftir viku.